we're here. We're actually here on time tonight. Hopefully no server issues either. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Fellas, can't even speak. Fellas, a fantastic matchup because I've been saying that Super League 3 this season and last season had some of the best title action throughout the entire season. Tonight, of course, Las Palmas, who I think we'll say by their own standards are maybe underperforming a little bit this season. 10 games, 15 points, 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Against Venezia, who are chasing a title. 22 points, 7 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses before tonight. 18 goals scored, 9 conceded for Venezia. And Impacts, who has done a phenomenal job this season and last season. And of course for Las Palmas and Dave, 17 scored, 13 conceded, only a +4 goal difference. But it's a very tricky game. It's a banana skin game, is Las Palmas and Dave. We can talk about the underdogs first of all tonight. Las Palmas got some great players. And again, if Venezia go into this game today thinking it's already won, it's a confirmed done deal, they will get humbled. Because again, you've got some fantastic players involved here. You've got the experience of the likes of Subi, Big Barks on his day can be a Crimmy on his day. Not the Crimmy, but the name has some sort of superpower. Because when you have that name, you for some reason perform well in these big games. Of course, the man to watch is the real Wolfie, if he is playing tonight. 6 goals and 4 assists in 11 games played. And of course, you've got Glover, 4 goals, 6 assists in 8 games played. It's the creator and the scorer in those two. Have to be able to kind of keep them quiet. And if you do, how are you going to get past Subi? 2 clean sheets, 27 saves in already 11 games of action. Go over to, of course, to Venezia. Venezia chasing the title. And again, you would expect nothing less from this team. You've got, again, experience and veteran status from the likes of Moby. Wolves is decent. Morgs is fantastic. Kevin De Bruyne is always a fun watch. You've got some real ballers in here. In terms of the main names to watch, though, it is the Gaffer, Impacts 96, 10 goals and 8 assists in 12 games so far this season. Even Charlie at the back, 3 goals, 2 assists and 5 clean sheets in 12 games, has done wonders there as well. Wolfson as well. I think the thing that I like here, actually looking at this, is that they've spread the goals out really well. 10 here, 5 there, 5 there, 3 there, 3 there. Very, very, very impressive how they've kind of made so many kind of targets to kind of look out for. 68 possession wins and 82 possession wins as well. Can't gloss past that for Apollos Benjani, and also 63 for J77. A very well-rounded team are this Venezia team. I think tonight you have to back Venezia. I think Venezia will come into this as the favourites. They've only lost twice. But if there's a team that can upset that, it will be Las Palmas. We can go over and up to it then and get on with our match of the day here for this evening. A big best of luck to both of these two teams, to the Gaffers. Let's see who's going to come out on top in this one tonight. We're there, we're set, and we are ready to go. Whenever they want to send it, we can go. And a big thank you to these two as well tonight for being on time and on point, smashing from everyone involved. 4-2-3-1 making a comeback. Feels like just yesterday we were playing the 4-2-3-1 at Milan. And then we had these hipsters take over, mate. These hipsters come in and they play the free back, and it's terrible from there. But hey, I love a good 4-2-3-1. Got to play it well though. These DMs have got to work together. One's got to go forward, one's got to hang back. The Lam and Ram has got a defensive responsibility as well. Well, Wolves will want to get forward and play as a left forward. He's going to have to drop back and help Lucky third team. Just the same for Percival. You know, these two positions, I used to play the Ram position. They're so vital. You cannot get away with just doing one half of your responsibility. And I think the other thing as well is they need to make sure they get Kevin De Bruyne involved. The thing that used to happen with our teams is that you would spam the ball out left, you would spam the ball out wide, and the 10 at that cam roll would basically just be ignored. He would barely get a touch, barely get a sniff. We call it tunnel vision on the left and right hand side. It can happen. It just depends if it will happen tonight. And of course, Impacts, Lemills, 10 goals and 8 assists for a reason. When he gets the ball tonight in these opportunities against a very tough Las Palmas side, he's going to need to be ruthless. He's going to need to be clinical. You are not going to, in this game in particular, not going to get away with having, for example, 4 or 5 opportunities and missing all of them. You have to put the ball in the back of the net. Here we go though. We're there. We're set. And we're ready to go. Venezia and Las Palmas tonight. Venezia with some of the nicest kits in the game, by the way. No one's going to tell me otherwise. Let's see who gets this one done tonight. It is a must-win for Las Palmas if they want to continue to believe that they can challenge for the title. A draw would maybe keep them in the conversation for Europe, but I don't think they'll be looking at a draw tonight and then feeling good about it in terms of going for the title afterwards. Las Palmas, of course, in the yellow, whereas Venezia are in the black this evening. Here we go then. Of course, 3 games on the schedule for all clubs tomorrow, including these two, so a hectic day to come. But with the season kind of winding down and only about 1 week to go, you have to play your best football. You have to perform at the best level possible. If not, well, it's a season or a season ender of mediocrity. Ball there flipped on forward as Wolfie here, talked about him in the build-up, goes forward. And this is the thing as well tonight, the defenders, oh my sweet Lord Almighty, J77 there, to be very careful. I think the defenders tonight have got a responsibility to be very safe as well. Seen it already yesterday in the Arsenal game against Tottenham, and also, you know, of course, last season. Defenders at points just trying to, I don't know, do too much. Defenders trying to over-dribble the ball. Defenders trying to, you know, pretend that they're Carlos Puyol and how they're kind of, you know, marshalling the back. You just sometimes have to clear the ball, alleviate the pressure, alleviate the damage and danger, and you'll be absolutely fine. Ball there plays over to the right-hand side, goes to Wolfie. Wolfie here goes across to Brads. Is that one there handled and held well? Spinning and turning here, now down that right-hand side. Venezia through Lemills now, charging. Goes on the inside. They've got to get Mills central, though. Said he's their main talisman. 10 goals, remember. As a header there, just glances past the upright. First big chance from Venezia there. Las Palmas have started the game well, though. Team in yellow had about probably 7 of the 10 minutes of control to start with. J77 goes all the way back to the keeper, Moby there. One of the oldest names on the pitch tonight, going from keeper to keeper. Got to be careful as well. I saw a keeper disaster yesterday night for Arsenal as well. Guy forgot that he was playing in goal and started doing an Olympic sprint around in his box. Ball over the top. And again, love how Las Palmas tonight are going so direct. They're seeing that gap of space in the defence of Venezia. And there it is, 1-0. It doesn't need to be pretty, boys. It doesn't. It is one of the most kind of ping-pongy, scrappiest goals. It doesn't need to be pretty. I feel for the defender of Venezia. He knew nothing about it. You've got to have razor-sharp reactions of a saint. You've got to be G-fueled up to the nth degree to even want him to clear that ball. Before he realises it, the ball is at his toe, his big toe. Can't take a touch, can't clear it, gets dispossessed. And Las Palmas, for the control that they've had in this opening kind of 15 minutes, deservedly 1-0 up here. I have to tell you, the thing that Las Palmas are really spotting here instantly is that there is a wonkiness in the line over that right side of Venezia. On Venezia's right side, Las Palmas' left side, they're going with that over-the-top ball every single time over that shoulder. That indicates that they're seeing something on the defence. They're seeing something that's a weak point, and I think it's down to now Venezia to try and, you know, patch that up. And we talk about, you know, they play that 4-2-3-1. That's when the right defensive midfielder or the right attacking midfielder drops back and looks to help his defender that is struggling. But only 20 minutes in, that's the only positive you can say here for Venezia. Plenty of time to salvage this one. But Dave and Las Palmas, you know, such a highly respected team in this division for a reason. And they will announce themselves in the title race as well, should they get a victory here tonight. Venezia so far, not really anything to sing about in the offensive part of the field, though. Ball, though, drops back to Wolves, goes over to Lemills. Mills there, over into Gamer. That one links over the shoulder. And now here come Las Palmas down the opposite side. They were targeting the left, now they're targeting the right. It's a poor pass from the Las Palmas man. Just felt he could have gone one more to the left-hand side again. Good touch there from Wolfie. And you can see Las Palmas immediately trying to get shots off. As soon as the ball is entering the box, the players aren't taking touches. They're immediately trying to hit B or circle if you're on PlayStation and just get the shot off on the keeper. And right now, that kind of aggressiveness, that kind of, I would say, full throttle football that Las Palmas are playing, giving Venezia some problems. Wolfie here. Plays on inside into Dave, the gaffer leading by example. Wonderful ball again, over the other shoulder this time. And it should have been 2-0. I'm telling you, these direct balls, we saw it for the first 15 minutes on the left-hand side. Nicing on the right-hand side. What a peach of a ball from the gaffer there at Las Palmas. Should have been 2-0. Venezia are on real thin ice here. Ball swings in. That one there headed away. Off the chest. Back down it goes. Out of bounds. And a throw in here. Dave goes now over into Glover. Glover cutting on the inside, but that one there handled by Lucky. Passes back inside, but nothing there. Venezia have to find a way to not even get a goal here, but just to get a little bit of control. I don't think they've had you know, more than maybe 10 minutes on the ball possession-wise. Of this 35 minutes that's been played so far, I think 25 of it has been literally yellow shirts controlling the ball. They've got to get some sort of rhythm. They've got to get some sort of momentum squisher here. Subi there doing a bit of a crazy one coming out so far, and Subi may have put his team in some danger there. Subi's got to calm down. Subi came nearly all the way out to the halfway line there. You can tell his teammates were a little bit scared and frazzled, and that led to the first big opportunity of the night. Venezia forcing a save out of Subi, and now having a corner kick. That one there coming in, and that one there, big save, and it's just about handled well. Or is it? Oh my goodness me, what is going on there between the defender and the goalie? That's the kind of thing that'll put some hairs standing on your arm and back if you are Las Palmas. The biggest threat of the game so far, and it's been self-inflicted. However, they survive. It's still 1-0. Las Palmas go back down with another attack though. Glover plays it off of Wolfie. Wolfie here continuing as Charlie Betts continues to just control things here at the back. Shadows now looking. God, it's another fantastic ball, by the way, from Shadows, and a really, really good, lethal, quick-fire shot from the recipient striker. I love the way that they're just getting the ball in and they're just instantly thinking about a shot. I have missed that so much. I've been watching so many games recently where people are getting the ball into the final third, get the ball into the 18-yard box, and they're trick sticking, and they're trying to, you know what I mean, they're trying to do all this kind of flashy stuff, the Neymar skills, you know what I mean, and they're not able to kind of get any shots off. We've seen games finish with no goals for a team that's had so much control in the box because teams are so physically scared to shoot. Not the case here tonight for Las Palmas. Lemil's here, the gaffer, charging down the left-hand side, breaking way. And can he find a deliverable ball? The answer is he could, but it maybe should have been in the air. Half-time here. Las Palmas, can't argue it, deservedly 1-0 up. Venezia have got to find something here. This is the problem with 4-2-3-1. It can sometimes feel like there's not any or limited amounts of attacking threat to it. Venezia don't look bad defensively. They look very solid as a team. They look compact. They only got beat by one mistake over the right-hand side, but they've looked compact. They have not had anything whatsoever to sing home about, to call home about when it comes to the offensive goal creation or the chance creation. Nothing. The biggest chance they had was Las Palmas' keeper Subi running out into the halfway line. That caused a little bit of chaos. 103 passes for Las Palmas to 49 from Venezia. Only 30 of those have been completed as well. They've barely had the ball. They've barely touched the ball. It's a big concern here. They have to change something. Will it be a formation change? Will it be that the DMs are given license to push up further? Only Impacts knows, but for now, Las Palmas in control, 1-0, second half up and underway. Glover here looking to get right to work quickly. J77 goes all the way back here to Moby. Moby pings the ball up. And again, I'm telling you, if I am Venezia, I am looking at how Subi every single time is coming out of his box. The only ball that should be going in for Venezia is an over-the-top ball. Subi is getting locked on to those over-the-top balls constantly. That's going to be his downfall. If there's going to be a goal tonight coming in a game like this, it's got to come from an LBY or an L2 triangle, whatever you call it on PlayStation, to drag Venezia's keeper out, because he is not comfortable when those balls come in. He is being zipped and zapped out into the middle of the pitch almost. All it takes is one dodgy touch and it's a goal. Talking of goals, it's 2. Las Palmas, as quick as that. Nice, fluid passing, and that will alleviate the pressure on maybe the spotlight that was on the keeper, Subi. Just like that, blink and you'll miss it. Las Palmas don't need many touches. They don't need many moments. They've made it 2-0 here. Venezia look completely destitute of ideas. They have got nothing in the attack today. Absolutely nothing. We haven't seen one single trace of them creating anything that is dangerous. Not off their own backs, at least. Corner kick here. Venezia need the next goal. If Venezia want to rescue anything in this game, they have to get the next goal. They cannot allow it to be 3-0. Not a chance. Ball there, headed out and away. Another corner kick here. Maybe it comes through a set piece. Ball there, and there it is. 2-1. Charlie Betts, who, to be fair, has been probably the best player for Venezia tonight defensively, but a leader at the back, and he gets a huge goal there to re-invite them into this conversation. 2-1, clean sheet gone for Las Palmas, and now maybe a little bit of a spark for Venezia. Las Palmas letting that 2-goal cushion slip almost instantaneously. Here come Venezia now, 56th minute of play. Down the right-hand side, swings that one in, knocks that one down. And again, the height of the striker there, just towering over the Las Palmas defender. No doubt the likes of Valencia and co will be praying for a draw here tonight. A 2-2 would help them out massively, but easier said than done. Anyone can beat anyone in this division. The ball there down that right-hand shoulder. Las Palmas looking for a third here, driving forward, and in the end, a good bit of defensive work from Venezia can force the corner from Las Palmas. Here we go, here we go. 60 minutes in, swung that one, and that's a third. I can't lie, that's the first one tonight where I'm looking at Venezia and saying that is really, really poor defending. Completely unmarked at the back stick. There was limited effort to even move towards the man. That one was a poor one. I think out of the 4 goals we've seen tonight, yeah, you can talk about the over-the-shoulder gap for the first goal, but that one, there was no effort in that one. That's a really, if that's the type of goal as a manager that would have me raging at my defenders. Off of a set piece, no movement in the box defensively, and you give up such a cheap goal. 3-1 and the 2-goal cushion back active for Las Palmas, who are not done. They're bloodthirsty tonight. They want as many as possible. Darting and skirting in the box here are Las Palmas, but Venezia just survived that one. Driving forward again here, and look at Dave. Dave leading by example, the press machine of Las Palmas over the top there, and that one's handled by Moby. They've just been unbeatable everywhere. Have Las Palmas, that's a tongue twister. The corners, the defence, the attack, everything has just been a level greater for the team in yellow tonight. And that's not a slight on Venezia. These types of games happen. This is why, in my opinion, 4-2-3-1 kind of died out FIFAs ago, because you just have games like this where the formation is locked up on attack. You can't do anything. Ball travelling forward again. Kevin De Bruyne, who again, I said in the pre-match, they needed to get him involved. He's barely had a sniff of the ball tonight. It's a horrendous shot, by the way, as well. The power of that shot was negative. That's how poor it was. And I don't know what the keeper's doing there. Subi effectively looking to just, toy with Venezia. A strange rollout back behind him leads to the Venezia corner. That one flicked on. And again, it's another corner goal. Maybe we found the weakness of Venezia. 2 set pieces, 2 goals from Las Palmas that they've conceded. So, I mean, this is interesting. Las Palmas on set pieces. I mean, Venezia on the set piece as well didn't look great. Maybe, I think Venezia have got to play the Arsenal football method here, boys. They've got to play for some corners and set pieces. They're going forward again. Another driven shot down. 3-2 in this one. Seemingly not over. If Las Palmas throw this away from how much control and the position they've been in and X, Y, Z, it would be unforgivable. It really would. But a really nice header again from the big man up front. I think it was Wolves, yeah, it was, who got the goal. Played it forward again, and Mills, again, 10 goals, 8 assists, trying to get his feet going quickly. Not able to get that shot off. There's going to be an anxiety. Been in these situations before as a manager. There is absolutely going to be a bit of nervousness, a bit of tension, a bit of anxiety now for that Las Palmas defence. They cannot put another foot wrong. They need a 4th goal. Just take the pressure off them. Just take that pressure, that load off their shoulders. Ball there flicked on down. And look at this. Lemills could be away here. Lemills, does he have the pace? He's being caught here in extreme fashion. Just didn't have the legs. They're still going here. Venezia swings that one in, and that one could have been the 3rd. Oh, he was rising like a salmon. Like Lord Bentner back in the day. Unbelievable. Now over into Wolfie. Back across into H, and there's Lucky, plays it inside. The footwork here moving, the clock ticking for Venezia. They are running out of time, and that's a great save from the veteran Moby there. Another corner kick. They have to defend this. They've already looked sloppy defensively on a corner today. They can't allow another goal to come from poor marking. This one at the back stick, punches up by Moby. Good movement from Las Palmas as well, to be fair. Really, really nice, as that one then goes out for a throw-in. Ball being launched. That one there flicked on back behind. Over to Lemills now. Mills pulled down. And that one there is going to be a yellow card. So, 84th minute of play. Venezia have to kind of go direct, and they've got to go forward here. It's got to be now or never. Flicked on down. I tell you what, imagine if that was It's just a little bit closer to the striker. That could have been the ultimate tap-in. Mills back down now, but it's a poor pass. It's rushed. You can see Venezia, they're almost kind of, they're moving too quickly now. They're just trying to force the ball forward, and that's exchanging possession back to Las Palmas. 87 minutes here on the clock, and another poor one from Venezia. They've got to calm it down. Yes, time is running out, but they are giving Las Palmas the victory here. Palmas doing a wonderful job just to keep the ball. They don't need to go forward, and there you go. Smart, brilliant IQ from Las Palmas just to go backwards and just to keep possession. They flip the play over to that left-hand side. Dave here controlling momentum and saying to Venezia, you want the ball, come and get it. They lose possession though, and it now comes down to this, and it's another poor one from Venezia. This one tonight going to end 3-2. Las Palmas just about get away with it. Shouldn't have been that close with how well they played, but Venezia, they made it a contest. 2 brilliant goals from the big man up top, and both teams I think have got questions to ask themselves about corner defence, about set-piece defence. Because I think for Las Palmas, that should have been a 3-0 game. I don't want to be rude to Venezia, but that should have been a 3-0 game. Regardless, it's a big 3 points, and Las Palmas are right back in the conversation, not just for playoffs, but maybe the title as well. A huge slip from Venezia tonight, but the ultimate opportunity to get right back to work tomorrow with 3 huge games in SL3. Does that benefit the likes of Valencia? Does it not? Does it make a difference to the lay of the land? Does it not? Only the boys at the top of the table know. But a huge, huge game tonight in that ever so competitive SL3. Reminder there, this is what it looked like before the game tonight. Las Palmas on 15 points. Needed to kind of get 3 points here tonight to kind of put them in the conversation ever so lightly. They're now going to be at least 5 points behind, but better than 8 points, isn't it? And for Venezia, they were 1 point behind before tonight. They're now going to be maybe at least 4 or even 7 points behind based on that loss. A very tough one to take, but that's the name of the game. That's the nature of the beast. Tough games lead to tough moments. Of course, we'll open it up to post-match press conference, post-match interview. So if we have the Venezia manager that wants to come on, if we have the Las Palmas manager that wants to come on, anyone at all wants to come on, then please drop me a shout and let's get you on the comms, eh? Let's get you on.
One time for the Gringos.
All right. If we've got no one that wants to come on, then of course we can end it there. But it's completely your shout. Thank you as well to Derrida and also Name 7 as well. So let us know, let us know, let us know. If you want to come on, now's your chance. Come through, come through. If not, we will call it for this evening.
For the Gringos.
Thank you so much as well. So I am a man eating cake 22. Now that is a name. It's a post-match press conference. So if any Venezia or Las Palmas players want to come on to do a post-match interview, then they can. They can. But it's totally fine. It's an optional thing. You don't have to if you don't want to. So don't feel pressured, boys. We'll give it like 10 more seconds, and if not, then we'll call it there for tonight. Okay? But, yeah. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Thank you so much as well for the follows. These are all going to be on YouTube, by the way. You can watch these back on the YouTube if you ever get bored. You can. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, cool. Alright, we'll leave it there then, fellas. We'll let you go for the rest of your evening. Again, I was just answering DMs, so don't mind me. I was getting a little bit quiet there. Have a fantastic night. Remember, 3 games tomorrow. Stats in for 11:30 p.m. Please do not be late on those. And if you need me, shout me. Okay, take care. Inactivity bin's going to be open in around about 30-ish minutes. So if you are a manager, keep your eyes peeled for that. All instructions are going to be in there. Thank you so much for your efforts tonight. A clean game night, as we always love to see. And let's roll on. Week 2 ender, game ender tomorrow night. Super Bowl Sunday, but who is going to be a super winner on Sunday night in Super League? Only time will tell. We'll see you then. Good night.